Welcome back to another episode of the iDoctor UK podcast, episode number 19, and we've got quite a lot to talk about today. Obviously, we were at TechMax this Friday just gone, which we're a day late. We always talk about this. We're at TechMax just gone this Friday. TechMax is an industry event for mainly computers and gaming and that sort of thing, but there's also a few vendors within the phone repair industry. So it was really good to catch up with the guys from ReplaceBase, Digi4U, and of course Sanjay at TechPoint Distribution, as well as just having a look around the other stuff. Computers and computer gaming is not really my thing, but it is interesting to see like what new technologies are coming out. And it's very, very close. It's only at Rotherham Magna, so it's like 20 minutes away from the shop. We did close for the day. It was a good day out. Last year we got absolutely whacked when we went there, but this year we were alcohol free. I think Alex had 1 pint. We had a walk around. There should be a video live of TechMax, so I will put that on. I think that's going out this Friday, and then this episode will come out on the Sunday after that. So click the link up here, have a look at that. It was a really good day out. Great to meet a few people that I've not met before. Not only that, there was a few people who 100% watched this podcast. So Ryan, who I saw at the end, I really appreciate you coming up to us and just saying hello. Mr. Holding, he came and had a selfie with us. And the guy from Mentor Distribution, that was really nice. That this guy came up to us and he said, the reason why we're here now is because they caught our video last year when we did the TechMax thing. So it was very, very humbling just to know that people actually watch this in real life. So yeah, it was really good fun. In terms of cool things, what I saw, probably the best thing that I saw there was the ReplaceBase stand. Although it was like proper hidden away in the corner, they had some of their graded pulled housings are absolutely phenomenal. Like their grade C is what I would count as grade A, so I don't know how they do that. Their Protection Pro machine is really cool as well. And then there was a company called Case King. I think they're quite big in the computer world. Case King. And they had a Formula 1 simulator as well, so F1 2023 was on that. So that F1 simulator was really, really cool. I didn't get a very good time, but I know Mr. Cooper himself, he was up there. I caught him when he was doing it, and yeah, it was a good run. TechMax was a good day out, and it sort of inspired us. Not only, I don't know if I talked about it already, like I said last week, I want to get to China and do some training and go and see the markets in Shenzhen. It'd be cool to have a look around Hong Kong as well. But not only that, I want to, there's an event in September, so it's called IFA Berlin, and we're really keen to go out there. That's a much bigger show, and it's all tech, so not just phones and computers, it's consumer tech, household tech, and all that kind of stuff, and it's one of the biggest ones, maybe the biggest in Europe, if not the biggest one in the world. I don't know for sure. But yeah, we're looking to get out there in September the 8th, I think. So that will be cool. And then I'm gonna push that on the channel as well, just getting about a bit more. The plan is moving forwards on the YouTube channel is to do like a monthly special. So this month's special will be the TechMax event. Check the link here. So you can go and watch that. And then next month I'm gonna try and visit somewhere else. So it might be that we go to a distributor's warehouse and have a look around there, have a chat with the owner of the company. So, and if there's anywhere where you'd like to see us go and visit, we're at an advantage where we can probably blag our way into places using our social media as leverage, or as an excuse to visit these places. So if there's any way where you want to see, like maybe we could go down London and go down the bad markets. I can't remember what you call it. There's one in Manchester as well where there's just like Phone Shop City, and it's where you get all the really cheap phone parts. So maybe we could go and have a look around one of those as well. I'm just like brainstorming this idea. But yeah, definitely the IFA event in Berlin, we're 100% going to be there. I'm also looking for a sponsor. If anybody wants to give us some money so that we can get there, every little helps with stuff like that. But obviously we'll make it worth your while. It'll be a sponsored video for the YouTube channel. So would appreciate if anybody wants it, get in touch. I'm not looking for a lot. I want the tickets covered and the flight essentially. So yeah, we're not after millions of pounds. But yeah, that's that. Huge news from Apple. What I saw yesterday. I don't have the note in front of me, but listen at this. It sounds like True Tone. You're no longer gonna have to swap it over. even on third-party parts, I imagine that it's still going to say in settings that this is a non-genuine part. But even looking back, that's evolved over the last year or so, where you just get that notification when it first gets installed, or you first install iOS, and then it disappears into settings. It doesn't come up with the little number 1 in settings anymore to say that this part's replaced. So we're seeing movement essentially with right to repair and that kind of thing. So not only is True Tone going to automatically be, True Tone's not going to be disabled anymore unless you transfer it over. So that's massive. It doesn't save a great deal of time. It only takes 30 seconds to swap True Tone over, but a lot of people don't do it. So swapping True Tone over is a thing of the past, which is great because I've just bought a V1 SE, so that's money not well spent. And the other thing is battery health. This is so big. Battery health. So this has been going on since the iPhone XS, XR, XS Max, right? If you swap the battery over, you will get the unknown part warning, and they will disable the battery health feature. My opinion is that it's a gimmick anyway, so I'm not that bothered about it. A lot of our customers are. I believe that you will still get the unknown part warning, or it will have some kind of notification in settings saying that it's probably a third-party part. I think these notifications are going to become less scary because they're like, oh, this is not supported. Instead of it saying that the feature's disabled and you can no longer check your battery health, it's going to be less intimidating for consumers and a little bit easier to explain. So I'm really looking forward to that. It makes everything so much easier. Like the BMS swaps, we've come to like sort of master those over the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years maybe. It'll be so much easier to not have to mess around like that. Just buy good quality third-party batteries, bang them in, like the good old days with the iPhone 8s and the iPhone 10s, iPhone 7s. It goes back to 100%. It knows that there's a new battery in there. We'll still issue the little calibration ticket when we do a battery. Life will be easy again. Just on a side note, the little battery calibration guides that we issue when we do a repair, I'm mainly talking about this so that I can clip it and just... There's a horrible smug commenter on Instagram where he was saying like, oh, this guy doesn't calibrate the battery properly, blah blah blah, go to iFixit, he's not doing it right, all this trolling sort of nonsense. He's been in the business 20 plus years. Of course he has. He's been repairing iPhones for 20 plus years. He's going to know everything about them. What a load of shit. When we do a battery replacement, we issue this, right? This is a battery calibration guide. The alternative is to calibrate every battery before we install them. That doesn't work, does it? Or we can issue this and tell them this is the best way to care for your new lithium-ion battery in your phone, and you can charge it to 100% and continue for an additional 2 hours. The purpose of this is from like a Texas study or something, Texas University study. You charge it up to 100% and you leave it on for an additional 2 hours. Because if you charge it up to 100%, it might not be actual 100%. This is from the previous battery. So you leave it on for those extra 2 hours so that it's full, and it's 100% full. It really is full. And this helps the firmware understand that the battery is full. You then use the phone until it runs out of battery and it dies completely. Shuts down because of low battery. So that means that it's empty. Now the firmware knows when it's full and when it's empty. You do that again and it's 100% calibrated, and the firmware knows. Doing that regular as well means that your battery and your firmware are speaking to each other properly. It knows when it's full, it knows when it's empty, and it's just going to give the best and most accurate reading that you possibly can. What you sometimes might see is if you've had a battery replaced and you don't do this, is that you might find that it gets to 20% and it's actually on 30%, or it gets to 1% and it stays on it for a long time because it doesn't know when its full point or when its empty point is. So that's the purpose of doing that. So just for the little smug bastard on Instagram, here's what we do. I've got no time for you. I've not actually looked at any comments. I say I've not looked at any comments, right? I think I've explained this before. Now that we get a lot more views on YouTube, it's very, very difficult to sort of look at every single comment. So I apologise if any get missed. I try and reply to as many as possible. But some days we're getting like 200, 300 comments, and I'm like, I can't reply to all them whilst running a repair shop, whilst wiping staff's ass. No, I'm joking. I don't really do that. But now Nathan's back, I do. And you know, I'm a busy guy. I'm not trying to like big myself up. Go on.
A nice comment we can talk.
But I have got one comment that Alex had just reminded me of. But yeah, I'm a busy guy. I'm not trying to be big-headed or anything like that. But sometimes replying to that many comments in a day is quite exhausting, especially when some of them are like a bit trolley. It's not good for your mental health. Like it's water on a duck's back to me. I don't care what you say about me. I'm really not bothered. But when you read it over and over again, it starts to rile you up. Or like, I don't care what anybody says. Sometimes people like say, "Oh, you're a spotty bastard" or something like that. Not bothered by that. It's when people criticise my work that I get a bit annoyed. And yeah, sometimes I make mistakes it's in the video. Reading it over and over again, it can be a bit frustrating, but I don't let it get to me, because for every single one nasty comment that we get, there's at least 10 to 20 good ones. So it's such a small percentage of mean comments that I just don't care. There was a comment what I saw yesterday on TikTok though, so that was something along the lines of, "Why are you hiding in the back to repair the phone? What have you got to hide? Blah blah blah." I can't. That's not quoting it directly, but it was something along them lines. I'll probably put it just here, the comment, so that you can see it. And like, are you insane? I made a video and posted it on the internet so that anybody can see what we do. Yes, we edit it. Yes, we edit the bits where we pick on Nathan in the background. I just got a couple of interruptions there, but in short, the reason why we go into the back to repair stuff is because that's where we've got all the tools and equipment to repair stuff. We've actually got a very small front desk. Maybe we'll put some B-roll at the front desk just here. And there's just not enough room for all the stuff what we do. So we go in the back where we've got lots and lots of room. We've got all the tools and equipment, a nice hot plate, a nice space to work without any disruptions. We're not hiding anything. I literally post just about every repair what we do on the YouTube channel or the TikTok channel, anywhere. I post it all over the internet for anybody to see, and that's why we're a popular repair company, because we've not got any secrets. So if somebody thinks we're some kind of shady company, F you, man, F you. I've been a bit of a potty mouth. Usually we get the odd S word or maybe one F word, but I have been a bit potty mouth today. Maybe I'm due a weekend off, which I've got this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, those interruptions. Big up Anthony McGarry, was it, with the 12 Pro Max? He's coming in. He said he's just called us up and asked for a repair doing. He's coming in on Saturday and he's a fan of the show. So Anthony, thanks for calling and thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you who watches this channel, and we're going to make it huge in the next year or so. We're going to be a big channel, 100%. No other option. Have a great week, everybody, and see you in the next video. And if I've not said it already, make sure you check the TechMax video. I will put a card on at the end. See you next time.